In yet another cautionary measure against the coronavirus pandemic, President Uhuru Kenyatta has once again tasked the National Assembly to approve 53.7 billion shillings meant to help Kenyan families and small businesses stay afloat in a stimulus package targeting 8 key sectors of the economy. Kenyatta terming the new push as a bottom-up approach to address Kenya's economic needs.
Because also of the impact of this pandemic, it has also had a negative impact on our economy. And there are many Kenyans who have been stripped of their dignity, cannot feed their families or pay their rent. And many of these Kenyans find themselves in very vulnerable and difficult situations. And that is why, as a government, we have been trying to do everything we can within the resources available to see how we can support these vulnerable Kenyans.
The allocations are far-ranging. Health, education, agriculture, small businesses, tourism, and infrastructure are top on the agenda. The direct impact on Kenyans, however, forcing the president to admit the weekly stipend to vulnerable families amounting to 250 million shillings a week has been abused by brokers and cartels and is now being sent directly to families.
And we have now changed the mode of delivery and replaced it with one where money through M-Pesa is directly sent to families. And through this process, we have managed to bypass brokers and various cartels that used to dominate the sector.
In the 8-point economic stimulus plan, Kenyatta plans to inject 6.5 billion shillings in the education sector to hire 10,000 teachers and an extra 1,000 trainees, while creating opportunities for local businesses in the acquisition of 250,000 school desks. 5 billion shillings to create immediate jobs in the rehabilitation of roads destroyed by floods, with a further 1 billion shillings set for flood control measures. Kenyatta further extending 2 billion shillings as soft loans to the tourism sector worst hit by the pandemic. Farmers have not been left behind, as the government has disbursed 3 billion shillings and a further 1.5 billion shillings to the horticultural sector to assist flower exporters gain access to international markets.
This COVID pandemic, fellow Kenyans, is not only a health crisis, but it is also fundamentally an economic crisis. Jobs have been lost, businesses have had to close, and the economy is generally on a go-slow.
The government will further hire 5,000 healthcare workers at diploma and certificate levels, with an injection of 1.7 billion shillings for additional bed capacity in public hospitals, meant to benefit the Jua Kali sector. Businesses are further expected to benefit from the tax refunds, amounting to 10 billion shillings. This is Kenyatta's secondary caution on the economy after last month's raft of tax reductions approved by the National Assembly. Apul Kamau, K24's Weekend with Betty.